It's Deborah here from BodyGarbage, and if you've got a sweet tooth just like me, then you won't want to miss me making chocolate lover's dream. Let's get started. So now that everything is emulsified, we're going to add in our super fats and all of our additives. So we have our simple syrup and aloe, yogurt, and this is Greek and it's plain, nothing fancy. I'm just going to add in a tablespoon of that. And then we have the rest of our super fat. We're not going to pour all of this in here, just most. And that's good. And we're going to give this another buzz. And then we're going to split off our batch for 3 different colors. We're doing chocolate, so we'll be doing dark, milk, and white. So we're at a very barely there light trace. So that's good. And now we can split off our batch. This is going to be white. And then we have milk and dark. That looks about right. Maybe a little more, but eyeballing it's fine. So we're going to set that to the side. And we're going to work our way up. So instead of working lightest to darkest, darkest to lightest. So I'm going to wipe off my spoon here. And we're going to take some dark brown oxide pigment, which this is going to be a semi natural soap because of the oxide, that's titanium dioxide, and then I'm using cocoa powder for the milk chocolate. But of course, the fragrance takes away from it. So we're going to take some of this chocolate fragrance that we got here from Indigo Fragrances, and if it discolors down in here, it's not really that much of a big deal because this oxide is very, very dark and pigmented. So we're going to blend this in. Stick blender over the color. This smells divine. Just want to take our spatula and go around and make sure that there's no color at the bottom. And there was some uncolored soap, so I'm glad I'm getting it. I'll get this from up here. So all of my life, I was never really that much of a chocolate lover. I mean, I eat chocolate, I like chocolate, but I'm more of a gummy candy person. Like, I like Haribo gummy bears. I like those sour watermelon patches. I like Sour Patch Kids. The chewy now and laters. Well, now later. Let me hit this again with the stick blender. I want it to get a little bit thicker. Especially Swedish fish. Oh my goodness. Now that is like everything. I like those little raspberry type things, or blackberries, whatever they're called. They're good. Candy and me, like, that's my first love. Well, actually, seafood is my first love. Crabs are my favorite thing. Like, it's everything to me, crabs. Sorry guys, just want to get that excess from out of the inside of the stick blender. I'm going to wipe this off. Let's set it to the side for our next color. But yeah, so seafood is my favorite food ever. Like, I could eat crabs and shrimp all day and broccoli and not want anything else. But as far as candy, I would have to say I'm definitely a girl that loves, and we're going to leave some of this for the top. I'm a girl that loves her chewy candy. Let's get a little bit more in. And that should be enough. And we'll leave it to the side to thicken up. So, it's very surprising that I still have all my chiclets. Of course, I did have cavities because I love candy. But I'm an adult now, so we don't do cavities anymore. We don't even eat an excessive amount of candy, but I still love it. So when I get some, it's, you know, I have to savor it. I still have, like, at 7-Eleven, they have, like, these candy things there. The gummy candy, and they have, like, this apple sour one, and it's in the shape of, like, little flat apples, and I have one. Like, I literally have one left in the container, and I refuse to eat it. Like, it's so good. Okay, so we're going to set this. Got an itch. We're going to set this to the side, and then we're going to work with our milk chocolate. And it smells like Tootsie Rolls. Okay, so in goes the cocoa powder. And we'll see what kind of color that gives us. A little shot of fragrance. Might put a little bit more. I don't want that much going in the white. I forgot how much vanillin is in here, if any. I'll check afterwards. But over the cocoa powder. That gave us a little funky color. Look at that. So I'm going to leave this be. I'll see what it looks like after it saponifies. I don't want to, like, mess it up. And, like, it would have been the perfect color, and then I, like, added something to it. And now it's not. Get down in here, make sure all the color, or cocoa powder rather, is not at the bottom. And I'm assuming this ugly green looking color is probably due to the lye. So let's hope and pray that this comes out the color that I want it to. And that's that. It looks brown, so we'll see what happens. I'm gonna hit it once more with the stick blender. Okay, and then we're ready to pour this, and this is going to be a part of the piping on top. And then we also have some little chocolate squares again. That are also going on the top of the soap. I'm going to hit this again. And get all that color out. And we'll set this to the side for our next color. Mold. And this is thickened up pretty good. Give it another little smack down just in case. Yeah, it's starting to look way better the longer I let it sit. So let's take our spatula, and I don't want any swirls, so let's just be extremely careful to not let this portion of the soap break through. Not going to be a lot of the milk chocolate left to go on top, but that's fine. It'll be enough. Just want to move it around some. Scrape down our sides. So what is your favorite candy? Let's go back to that part of the conversation. I'm really interested to know, because I know a lot of people, like most people don't eat coffee. I've heard some people have never eaten bagels or anything like that. Some people just don't like candy. Like I know one of my friends, she loves chips. Everything's crunch, crunch, crunch. So chips are like her thing. So do you prefer like hard candy, like butterscotch and peppermints, or more fruity and chewy candy like me, like Starburst and different things like that? We're just going to jiggle this out. There's no need to tap it right now. I'm going to flatten it first, and then we're going to tap it down. So tap, 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 tap. And a shimmy, shimmy, shake, shake. Now, and that's starting to look cool, right? Now for our last color, last but not least, our white. Yeah, when I was younger, nobody couldn't tell me anything about my candy. Or are you like a mix of both? So we have our TD here. You can leave a comment down below. Let me know. I think I'm going to do like 4 teaspoons of this, you guys. Maybe 5. Because, like I said, I don't know if this discolors. And if it does, I just want it to be cream and definitely not brown. So actually, let me hit it with another teaspoon. So that's 6. Let's blend this all up on low. Like, I'm not really much of a white chocolate fan, but when Cookies and Cream came out, that was awesome. The Hershey bar. I loved Cookies and Cream. But I also like those symphony bars, like the one with the almonds in them. Each chocolate is a little bit different for me, you know, dealing with the companies and things like that. So they all have like their own little variety and tastes and smells, and it's just, oh, so luxurious. Make sure. So it is kind of cream, so hopefully it stays that way with the amount of TD that's in here. And then I have very light colored oils, so hopefully it doesn't change too much. And we good to pour this on top. Where am I going with it though? And I'm not sure if it's pourable, but it might be. So let me just, again, break its fall with the spatula. So I can already foresee it's probably going to be more dark chocolate color on top than anything else. And again, that's fine. As long as I have some piping, we're all jiggy. Just want to get this in the corners. And let's see what we have left. I'll put a little more in here. And we'll do our little shimmy, shimmy, shake, shake, and a tap, tap, boom, boom. And we're going to let these little guys set up so that we can have our piping. Shimmy, shimmy, tap, tap. And I'm going to clean up some dishes, and I'll bring you guys back when it's time to pipe. Okay, bugs, so we're ready to pipe, or at least I'm ready to pipe. We'll get our ruler here so we can set up our bars properly. Moving around the piping bag, I lost a little bit of piping. Go figure. So we just took our colors and put them in the piping bag. And we're using a Wilton tip 1M. And being that it's really not ready to pipe, I'm just trying to take my time and let it fall out properly. Or not too much, rather. And this looks pretty. Set this up properly. And it's kind of crooked, but you'll have that. I'll live. gonna get some more of this piping down and getting little crevices. Hopefully we have enough. It's not looking that way. As long as we can get down to the end, I'll live. Oh yeah. And then this is going to be our sample piece at the end, so I'm not really too worried about how that's going to look. Squeeze this out. I just want to get rid of the rest of the piping. I didn't leave a lot, so we're not going to have a lot, but I think that's going to be a very cute bar. And then we have our chocolate pieces out of melt and pour soap that we're also going to add to the top. So these I just want to make sure is within the bar. And I still have to be quite careful because, like I said, the piping wasn't ready to go. But I believe it's going to work out just fine. It's looking a little funny because the piping is so low. I don't think that's right, but we're gonna go with it. So guys, so we're about to put the last of our chocolate pieces for our embeds on. And yes, I need a ruler to do this, just in case you didn't know. The bars are going to be a little bit precise, a little more precise this time. So I'll be able to get the right amount out. And then we have some chocolate pieces that we just cut up. And we're just going to all over the soap. Can't be chocolate lovers if it's not full of chocolate. So this indeed is going to be a pain in the butt to cut. But all in the eyes of beautification, I will leave it as such. Just want my scissors. I'm going to add a couple more squares. It doesn't have to be perfectly cut. I just want to get a couple on the side and on one of these bars. I want every single bar to have a good amount of chocolate. So we will end up cutting these on the side because of the melt and pour. can't be chocolate lover's dream without having all this chocolate. These don't have any scent to them, but the bar is heavily scented itself, so I didn't figure it needed it. And there should be enough. One more piece, put it right there, bam. So I'm not going to put any glitter on this either, but this is how we're looking thus far. So thank you guys for watching and listening to me ramble as always. I will see you in the next one. So be well and stay blessed, and bye for now.